What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Matthew Shack, live here in Los Angeles, man. It is going down, man. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. Breaking news. In about 10 minutes, the new head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders, Klint Kubiak, will be making his official debut. And I am going to be right here, bruh. If you want to watch this with your boy, I got it up on the big TV. I will have it for us to hear. I'm not worried about no nothing else, bruh. I got my Raiders stuff on, bro. I'm ready to do it, man. First things first, salute to the Unfiltered Nation. Salute to the Unfiltered fam. Salute to the Mod Squad. Salute to the Goons. Run the likes up. Keep the likes at 50%. Last but not least, tip your bartender, bro. So, man, it's a big day, bruh. It's a big day. It's a big day because we do this every year. So it's not a big day because we do this every year. It's a big day because this is the most leverage that we've had since we've been in Nevada. It's been 6 years. We're in our sixth year there. And we finally got something going. But that doesn't mean that it's guaranteed. We got a lot of our enemies neutralized. It's the perfect time for us to be the new sheriffs in town, bro. The Chiefs have been neutralized. The Patriots just got they selves, their back broke, and you know, uh, has Jim Harbaugh won a playoff game yet? I'll wait. That answer is no. And Sean Payton doesn't know how to kick the field goal on 4th and 1. So it's a good opportunity for us in the AFC West, you guys. And I'm just here so I don't get fined, man. You already know what it is, bro. So here, so I don't get fined, bro. But I'm definitely want to hear what the man has to say. I've heard what he's had to say when he was a member of the Seahawks, but I haven't heard what the man has to say as a member of the Las Vegas Raiders, and that's the only thing that matters to me. You know, so really looking forward to hear what he has to say. I do understand. Um, I do understand a couple of things. Number one, it's the honeymoon phase, bro. This is the reception after the wedding. Okay. For those of us that's gotten married, you have the reception, you cut the cake, you do the dance, you drink the champagne, you got people giving speeches and ding 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 ding. And then you gotta kiss each other and all that stuff. That's what this is. This is the reception to the wedding, bro. This isn't the marriage. Because every year we having a new coach. All right. And I'm sick of it. We need to go ahead and just stick with somebody, and whether we win or not, we need to get some continuity. We can't be firing people 3 or 4 games in, because I know how a lot of people in Raider Nation are. I know how a lot of y'all are. We go and we hit a rough patch. Y'all ready to fire everybody, call bulldozer bust, and get rid of everybody. We can't keep doing that. All right. So I'm definitely excited to see what we got going on, and I'm here for it. Okay, man. Salute to everybody that's on here, you guys, man. Like I said before, I'm gonna have it on here. I'm gonna be listening to it. If you guys can open another window. Open up 2 windows on your phone. Have me on one window and have the press conference on another window. There's a bunch of different platforms that it's gonna be on. It's gonna be on YouTube. It's gonna be on X, Twitter. It's gonna be on Facebook. And it's gonna be on Raiders.com as well. So you got 4 or 5 different places you can watch it as well. Okay. So let me shout out who's on here real quick, man. Say what's popping with you guys on No Raider Guy, man. Yeah, I got the interview on right now, bro. I got it on. Devon Loring, Will 18SF in the building. What's going on? Good morning. Okay. Nick Rhodes, Dante, a No Raider Guy, Tedrick Webb. Hey, Tedrick. Hey, big dog. I know you smarting behind seeing your boy Sam Darnold. He led y'all to a 14-3 record, and y'all decided to go with JJ, and he goes over to the Seahawks and wins the chip, man. How you guys holding up over there with in Minnesota, man? How are you Vikings holding up, man? How's Skull holding up, man, with that? All right, we got 2 minutes until the Kubiak press conference, man. Let me shout the rest of you guys out. What's up, Nick? What's going on? Tough Music, Shorts in the Bushido. What's happening? So anybody else on here? Real quick in regards to what Unknown Raider guy was talking about regarding Max Crosby and what he said, so allegedly said to Tom Brady. What I say is this, man. That was weeks ago. They're talking about something that happened weeks ago, or damn near 2 months ago, or a month ago. So it doesn't really matter at this point, bro. I don't have time to worry about it. I mean, right now he's a Raider. Why don't I, my thing is act like he's a Raider because he is until further notice. Okay? He hasn't talked to Kubiak yet. He hasn't talked to anybody. He has a right to be mad. He got benched, bro, when he shouldn't have been. He got treated bad. He got treated the way he shouldn't have been treated. Simple as that. He was angry. I've been angry. I've said things. I'm sure you've said things in anger before too. Doesn't mean that you're gonna be you the rest of your life, dog. Like he came on and said he ain't trying to leave. What else could we say? All right, so he said something to Brady weeks ago. So what? Big deal. Okay? So that's the way I look at it. Whoever wants to be here can be here. Whoever don't want to be here, salute to you. But it's Raider Nation on mine until I'm in the casket. So everybody ain't me. Everybody don't want to be around on for the rest of their life. Okay? All right, man. We got about 30 seconds, man. Okay, let me turn this music down, man. When he comes on, when the music stops, I'll be putting this on. I like the fact that they're starting on time. Raider press conferences are notoriously late. They're notoriously don't start on time, bro. They say, oh, it's going to be 10 o'clock. It don't be coming on till 10:45, dog. You be sitting on there just waiting for something to happen. But thank God they're on time, man. This is something that needs to happen anyway. Needs to be on time. Like the video, you guys, man. At least everybody that's in here, could you guys please hit the like button? All right. All right, let's see what we got.
Hey, well, welcome back. We're here in the team room where in less than an hour or so, we're going to actually get introduced to
less than an hour.
New head coach, Klint Kubiak.
See what I'm talking about? Now they're talking about less than an hour. They said 11 o'clock. I mean, come on, dog. This is what I'm talking about, man. This is what I'm talking about. They said less than an hour. Now it's supposed to be 11. Now it's less than an hour. See, Raiders are always late, bro.
Stars, Hall of Famers.
Always late. Always late. Just like I said, man. We thought that it was gonna start on time, dog. Come on, man. All right, man. You got to be kidding me. All right. We got to wait another hour. It's ridiculous, you guys. Absolutely ridiculous. They always do that. The Raiders always do that, dog. They always say that's going to start at 11. You come here at 11, and then it's not even starting. So I guess we will have to wait, man. They said under an hour, so it looks like it's going to be probably around, 11 something. It's definitely not going to be 11:30, but you never know. All right. So it looks like it's been postponed. Maybe he's trying to get there or something.
Raiders were just moments away from the press conference.
What do you mean moments away? She just said an hour. One said moments away. One said an hour. All right. So anyway, you guys, man, tell me what you guys think, bro. Tell me what you guys think. Put a 1 in the chat if you're good with the hire. If you're good with Kubiak, and put a 2 in the chat if you're not good with the hire. Let's just start there. Okay. Let's see where we are with it. Please put a 1 in the chat if you're excited about Klint Kubiak being the coach, and if you're not excited about Klint Kubiak being the coach, please put a 2 in the chat, and we can get an idea of what we're thinking here. And it wouldn't hurt if you guys also put in a reason why you like it or you don't like it. Now, it seems like people are thinking that it should be automatic that we should be on this hire, but I've seen a lot of people who are in the nation who aren't happy with the hire, and I've seen a lot of people who aren't also happy with the potentiality of Mendoza being drafted. There's a lot of people who do not feel that. Okay, all right. So it's saying right now, Raiders are wide receivers under contract: Trey Tucker, Dante Thornton, Jack Besh, and Shedrick Jackson. Wide receiving core is kind of light. All right, Trey Tucker, we all know he's our starting, slot receiver. Dante Thornton dropped a shit ton of passes. Jack Besh came on towards the end of the year, and Shedrick Jackson, that's Bo Jackson's nephew. And so having him on the team, he's just athletic. But we really need We really need a number one wide receiver, dog, and I don't see him. I don't see a number one based on those 4 wide receivers that we have under contract. Trey Tucker, slot receiver, starting slot. Dante Thornton, definitely. Now they said available wide receivers. Rashid Shaheed's available. George Pickens is available. Mike Evans is available. Debo Samuels is available. Jawan Jennings, Keenan Allen, Alec Pierce, Wande Robinson. Man, George Pickens is the number one, dude. George Pickens. We get him or Rashid. Shaheed, I don't think he's going anywhere. I think Shaheed will probably resign with Seattle. But we got to get George Pickens, man. I said earlier in the season we should have traded for George Pickens, you guys, and brought him in. But George Pickens is, he's a very talented knucklehead. He's a guy who he's very talented, but you got to deal with that other side of him too, though. Got to deal with the fact that he isn't 100% on point. Okay, when it comes to his decision making outside of those lines. All right. Tough Music says, number one, good with the hire, but we can't keep using our hopes up every coaching cycle. Raider PTSD. Yeah, that's what I call it. I call it Raider PTSD. It's like a battered housewife. Raider Nation is like a battered housewife. You keep hoping that they ain't, you come home and he ain't gonna put hands on you, and the way they wind up putting hands on you, okay, all the time. All right, get tired of that. Next thing you know, man, it's time for you to put some hands back. And with this organization, the way that I put hands back, because I've been here 52 years, and 3-time Super Bowl champion, the way I deal with it, man, is I don't get emotionally involved with what's going on with the administration. I don't get involved with the politics. I think we got something, y'all.
Got to wrap you, James Jones.
We got something. We got something. We got something, y'all.
Here from Klint Kubiak as he's
Finally, they said under an hour. Here we go. And they're late, though. Here we go, though.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to welcome everybody and thank you for attending today's press conference. We'll begin by welcoming some Raiders legends to the dais. First, a 9-time Pro Bowl selection, Super Bowl 18 champion and Pro Football Hall of Famer Mike Haynes.
Mike Haynes. That's my cornerback. That's my cornerback, man.
Next, a 2-time All-Pro, 4-time Pro Bowl selection, and the 2002 NFL Most Valuable Player, Rich Gannon.
Yeah, they kind of lost me on the Rich Gannon. Now all of a sudden he wants to be back with us. Whatever.
Next, an 8-time Pro Bowler, Super Bowl 18 champion, and Pro Football Hall of Famer, Howie Long.
Howie Lizzle. That's what I'm saying. Howie Lizzle's there. Max better be there now. Howie's there.
Next, a 9-time Pro Bowler, NFL Rookie of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year, and a Pro Football Hall of Famer, Charles Woodson.
Charles Woodson. How'd I know to wear this? Woody's there.
Next, an NFL Rookie of the Year and Most Valuable Player, the Most Valuable Player of Super Bowl 18.
Marcus Allen. Marcus Allen. My favorite Raiders there. Marcus Allen's there. It's going down. They're there, bruh. They're there.
NFL Comeback Player of the Year, a 2-time Super Bowl champion, and the Most Valuable Player of Super Bowl 15, Jim Plum.
Jim Pleasy. All the hitters are there, man. All my hitters is in the building.
Now I'd like to introduce Raiders General Manager John Spytek.
Be careful, Big Plunkett. Don't get hurt now. Them knees. Here's Spytek. The reason why Max is mad is this man right here. He's the one that pissed off Max. Here we go.
All the great Raiders sitting up here with me right
Where
now.
Brady at?
To share the stage with them, and we really appreciate it. I know Mark really appreciates it. It really means a lot to him that
Where Brady at?
the effort to come here today. And I think this is a unique. It needs to be acknowledged. This is a uniquely Raider thing. I mean, this is what makes this place special. So I appreciate all you guys.
You can go pick this up at MatthewShackUnfiltered.com. You can go pick this up right over there.
I want to thank Mark Davis for entrusting me to lead this process to find our next head coach here with the support of Egon, Mike, Tom Brady. I'm really proud of the process that we put in place. We set out to take our time, to be deliberate, to be meticulous, to find the right leader for this organization going forward. We have a uniquely challenging offseason with the first overall pick and new leadership the head coach, but that's why
Mark Deasy.
to us to find the right man to lead this organization forward. And we interviewed 22. We had 22 interviews, 15 different really quality people that we talked to. They were awesome.
All my hitters is in the building. I don't care who don't want to be there. All my hitters is there.
Coaches,
all of them.
But ultimately, that led us to Coach Klint Kubiak to be the next leader. We had to be patient. We had to let him go win a Super Bowl, which we were more than willing to do. So we're super proud of him for accomplishing that. And you know, he stood out with his leadership, with his humility, with his work ethic, with his intelligence.
I knew to put on my Charles Woodson. I knew to put my Charles Woodson on. Something said, man, put on my Woodson. Just as you see how the Shield always tells me what to do and I get it right. How you think?
I'm really proud to welcome him to Raider Nation as a partner. We're doing a lot of great things ahead. He can't wait to get to work. We have told him that he is going to go celebrate his Super Bowl tomorrow, so he's going to take a one-day hiatus here and go be in a parade, but he'll be back ready to work.
Yeah, that man got to go do his parade, man. He got to do what he got to do.
Thank again the ownership group for trusting me with this, and I want to welcome Klint Kubiak as our next head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Better clap your hands, dog. I don't care where you at. Clap them paws. Clap them paws right now. Clap them paws. Clap them. Clap them paws, bro. All right, let's see what he got to say.
Morning, everybody. Really excited to be here. Just want to first off and just want to thank God for the opportunity to sit in front of you guys today. You know, God had a plan for this day that I could never have seen, and I'm just grateful. I want to thank the ownership group. I want to thank Mark. I want to thank Tom, Egon, Michael. I'm just so grateful for you guys giving me a chance to get to know me better and you know, to give me a chance to come be a part of leading this franchise. You know, I like to think, you know, all the players that are here, current and former, it means a lot to me to be surrounded by these great Raiders. And I know that Mr. Davis takes care of his own better than anybody in the league. So, you know, that's evident. You know, that's the reputation that this building has, and that's something that I want to definitely continue to do, is to welcome the old Raiders and, you know, to make sure that our players feel supported by them. I want to make sure that I thank my family. Where are you guys at? All right. Hey, what's up? My wife Tessa, Sawyer, Lane, Case, William. Just very grateful for your support. You know, we've moved a lot, guys, and it means the world to me that you guys have supported me and have stuck with me, and we've gotten a lot closer through all these trials and tribulations. But like I said first, I think there was a master plan behind all this that none of us could have known. So thank you guys for being here. I want to thank my mom and dad. I want to thank Tessa's mom and dad, Kathy Nelson, and her late father Bill, who I know is watching up in heaven today, and Tessa's brother Drew, and all their support. I want to thank John Spytek for giving me this opportunity. I know there's a lot of candidates out there, and I know they went through and did their homework. And you know,
See them 3 trophies that's sitting in front Justin saw? All 3 of those are mine. See those 3 trophies? All mine. Every one of them.
I'm really excited.
Time to get this one.
We're going to communicate.
And your first one.
This building together. I want to thank the interview panel. You know, Mark Dews and Brian Stark, amongst many others. Thank you for your professionalism and for your hard questions that you gave me. I want to make sure that thank you know, the Seattle Seahawks, John Snyder and Mike McDonald, all the players and coaches there. This day doesn't happen without me getting a chance to be a part of that culture and all the things I learned from those men. I want to give a special shout out to Ken Walker, the MVP of the Super Bowl, who I didn't see after the game. So K9, if you're watching, man, way to go. Proud of you, brother. Really proud of you and all your teammates. You know, I'm gonna go see those guys tomorrow for the parade, and then hurry back here and get to work. But you know, guys, I got all these notes prepared, and I've never been really good at that. The main thing is this is no ordinary job. You know, this is the silver and black. This is the Raiders. This is a historic franchise. So, you know, when the opportunity came up to stay in Seattle and continue there, or to have a chance to come here and compete with this organization,
Hi, Sarah.
it was a no-brainer. You know,
Thank you.
you know, I grew up obviously watching a lot of Broncos football. All right, going against the Raiders every, twice a year, and the grit of this franchise sticks out. You know, when you hear the autumn wind as a Raider, I can hear that in my mind growing up. Watching NFL films and seeing these guys next to me play. Seeing Howie Long and Jim Plunkett. It's pretty powerful to be sitting up here with you guys, and I just want you to know that, those values that, that you guys played with, that's what we're going to play with. It's really important to me that, it's really important to me that we're a gritty team, that the way that they were back in the old days. And how do we do that? Well, it's our silent tape. It's nothing that we say, it's what we do on the field, and it's what the silent tape speaks about our team, how physical we are, our effort, all the little things that win that have nothing to do with scheme. So really excited to get to work with you players, and excited to go turn your tape on, see what you guys are about right now, and then go see how we can get better together. But to be a head coach in the NFL, it is a real blessing. But to be the head coach of the Raiders, it's something that I'm very excited for. When you say commitment to excellence, okay, and you look at the walls around here, you look at the players on this wall, and there's a history. There's a history of Hall of Fame players here. There's a history of Super Bowls, and that's what the ultimate goal is. But you have to be about the work if you want to get there. And I guarantee you that myself and our staff, we're going to be about the work, and we're going to be very collaborative with the personnel staff, the coaching staff. We're gonna work together so that we're a connected group, because connected teams win. There's plenty of other things to say, guys, but this is not a day to go out and cash checks. This is a day to help say hello and get to know everybody. I get to know that these, the players that are here, for me to get to know everybody, because guys, I just got done coaching about 2 days ago, so I got a lot to catch up on, but I'm really thankful for John for letting me come in here and have this opportunity. And I just, I can't tell you guys enough how excited I am, and how grateful I am, and how blessed I feel to be sitting in this room. So, let's get the questions going.
All right, Barry, now we'll go to questions. Your file, so please raise your hand and state your name and affiliation with your question. We'll start with Brian over here.
This question is for Klint. Just could you put in perspective for the past 24 hours or so it's been like, that you go from, winning the Super Bowl to now you're here being introduced as the head coach of the Raiders. What has these past 24 hours been like for you?
Well, it's been a lot of fun. It's been great. The Super Bowl itself, was a 2-week grind to get ready for that game, and just pour your heart and soul into that game plan, and see our players go out and have that success. And that's why you do it. That's why you coach. That's why you play. That's to go win a world championship. So that was a complete blessing. And to get on the airplane and come meet everybody in this short period of time, it's exciting. But all these things, all these smiles, that eventually that kind of wears away, and then you got to go get to work. And that's what I'm excited about doing. Is going to watch some tape and get to know these players better, and put together a great coaching staff.
And for John, this was for you, John, just like when studying Klint Kubiak, just what about his scheme?
What's up to all y'all? It's on the chat, man.
Why do you think that?
I'm just focused in to listen to every little thing. I'm trying to listen to everything.
Well, I think Clint said it well. It's less about scheme and more about the person. We were very thoughtful about how we approached this, and the kind of coach and man that we were looking for to lead this organization on a day-to-day basis. I mean, he talks to the players every day. The players are our most important part of this organization right now. And when we got to speak with him the first time on Zoom, when he was trying to prepare for the 49ers, and then again in Seattle when he was trying to prepare for the Super Bowl, he just was the right person. And the fact that he can score a lot of points is awesome too. But we were more focused on the person, the humility, the work ethic, those traits above scheme.
Klint, Hondo Carpenter on his side.
There's your boy Hondo.
You didn't have to come here. Seattle wanted you to stay, other teams wanted you. So what did ownership and John say to you that convinced you you were the guy to bring back the excellence these 6 men represent?
Yeah, I think over two separate interviews, I just got very comfortable.
Yes, that's Hondo.
With John and Mr. Davis and the ownership structure, and it's really they didn't have to say much. This is the Raiders. This is one of the most historic franchises in the NFL with a great history that I want to be a part of. I want to be a part of furthering that history. I think the Raiders really sold itself, but having those 2 different interviews and getting more comfortable with the men in the room went a long way.
Hey, Clint. Obviously, John pointed out that you guys had the first pick overall in the NFL draft. And it was still relatively early in that process. But what are your thoughts on Fernando Mendoza and how big?
Good questions.
Into this decision?
They ask some good questions.
Well, I think just the resources that the Raiders have, this building.
Good questions.
Obviously, having cap space, having the first pick, those all go into the decision. And as far as who the first pick is going to be, we got a lot of tape to watch before we.
I see you, Sarah.
It's going to be, but I'm excited to get into that process. But yeah, the kind of going back to the last 2 questions, there's just a lot to love about this organization. Look around this building and the resources that we have, our meal room, the weight room, the fields outside, the coaches' offices. I mean, it's as good as it gets in the NFL. Been in a lot of buildings for good reasons and bad reasons. Been hired and fired, and the resources are here. Just got to go put it all together.
You see, he didn't answer that Mendoza question.
Clint,
Smart.
right here.
Didn't answer that.
Willie Ramirez with the Sporting Tribune. You spoke about what the Raiders said to you to bring you here, but you'll be the 6th coach since they've arrived in Vegas. You look at the looks on these Raider greats, look on their faces, the demeanor and.
But look at the seats got the Raider logo on it. That's fat. Even the seats got the Raider logo on that piece. That shit is hard.
6th coach since again that they've arrived.
I agree, Sarah.
in Las Vegas.
I think earning the trust of the building is a daily process. All right, so that's something that I've always been about. And I love earning people's trust. And I got to earn these guys' trust. And it's not just going to happen me sitting up at a podium. So that's something that's a process. That's a process. And that's a great challenge. Yeah, there have been plenty of other coaches, but why not us? Why not this staff? Why not this group of players? So if you look at it in the lens of, there's a history of some guys that are in and out of here pretty quick. I look at it as, what a great challenge. And that's what the NFL is all about, is competing. So
Good answer.
I'd love to go compete here.
He acknowledges that the Raiders get rid of coaches quick. But that ain't got nothing to do with him.
We're going to be about the work.
That's what he's saying. Yeah, that's them. But why not us? Why not this staff? That's a good answer.
Clint Levi versus Raiders.com.
Good answer.
A couple of days ago, you made history with you and your father being the first father-son duo to win the Super Bowl as coaches. So now you're the head coach, and obviously he's a Super Bowl winning head coach. What are some values and things that he instilled in you as a coach and as a man that you feel are going to prepare you for this position?
That's really cool. I don't know, is that a real stat? Is that a real deal? I never heard that. Because 10 years ago, I was at that game watching him win it all. I was coaching at the University of Kansas, and I got to see the smile on his face after the game, give my mom a hug, and give his mom a hug who had recently passed, and just to share that moment with him is something I know I'll never forget. And then to see him after the game on the same field, and just see the smile on his face was a great memory. And as far as the lessons learned, the thing about my dad is that when I was growing up, he never made it about sports or football. He always talked about everything other than that. About being a good person, about being respectful. He showed me what it means to be a great husband and a great father. So those are the things that I want to emulate with him. Football will take care of itself, but the family values is what my dad is all about, and him and my mom, that's what I'm grateful for.
Clint, to your right over here. Jess American Silver and Black Sports Network. Kind of along that same lines. I know you joined Mike up there in Seattle in his 2nd season, but that was a guy that came into a new role for the first time as the head coach. What are some of the things that you took away from him about what it takes to build a franchise that you think could help you here?
Well, number one is that he's just himself. Doesn't try to be like anybody else. Didn't try to be like Jim Harbaugh. He was Mike McDonald, and he was very convicted, and we all could feel that from him, and wanted to follow his lead. I also saw him be so collaborative with the building, and how closely he worked with the general manager and the owner, and just how clear the communication was. We were all on the same page. He had a vision, and he was the same guy from April to February, and that's something that I'll definitely take with me.
Hey, Clint. Paul Gutierrez here from Raiders.com.
Paul G.
Super Bowl trophies of the franchise in front of you. You got Hall of Famers. You got MVPs. You got Super Bowl MVPs surrounding
Paul
you.
G.
How daunting or how welcoming is it to be in this situation you're in right now with all of these things surrounding you and with that standard set?
It's not daunting at all. It's a blessing. That's what you want to be. That's what I want our players to want to achieve. I want them to see these guys be surrounded
Eat
by
Trizzle.
these guys, because that's what their goals should be. They win Super Bowls. The MVPs and Hall of Fame, that takes care of itself when the team wins. So that's what we're going to be about, winning.
Clint, in talking to players that you've coached, men of faith and not, you referenced God when you.
Christy, what's up, Christy?
Your faith
Got a new
as
coach.
Part of the bedrock of how you coach.
Every year we sitting here. Hopefully we won't be sitting here next year.
And how your faith impacts you as a coach, please.
Yeah, it's very, very simple. For me, is that my identity. I see my identity as a child of God. I know that I'm sitting here, right here, because of Jesus Christ, and it wasn't always that way. I've had some great mentors that helped me know the Gospels better, and I just my goal is to live out the Ten Commandments and the Beatitudes and let those values show through in my coaching. And I fall short of that a lot, but I always go back to my, back to the building blocks, which is to me the Bible.
He in his book, just like Mendoza in his book.
Former player, so
They would be doing Bible study and
you've been around
film
some
study.
Great defensive minds in the NFL. It was Mike Zimmer, Dennis Allen, obviously Mike McDonald.
Sandra Douglas Morgan, there's our partner right there. He tripped. That's our friend Sandra.
This football team, and how's that process going to play out?
Yeah, I'm in the weeds of it right now, man. So, we're identifying candidates and going to be contacting guys and bringing them in. But I think whoever that coach is, it'll be really important that we establish a style of play, a physical style of play, and that's offense and defense. So I'm just way more worried about how our guys play than opposed to the X's and O's of it all. That's part of our job as coaches, is to scheme guys and help them be put in the best positions. But
Talia, what's up, T? Yeah, you can listen from the car. Yes, it's all good. You got to do what you got to do. Get that money. You Raider Nation, it doesn't even matter. You good. Get that paper.
That's what helps you win, in February. It's not the X's and O's. They got 17 games of tape on you. It's about how hard you guys play.
Taylor Rocha, KTN.
Sandra Douglas Morgan is our cigar smoking partner. AE Trip, you gotta contact them. We gotta get them Blaze One for the Nation shirts. She wanted one. We gotta get her one. Keep forgetting to do that.
A rebuild, whether you're on a returning roster with Super Bowl aspirations, to me, the work doesn't change. Preparation doesn't change. Every team next year is going to start off undefeated at 0-0. So to me, it doesn't change much. Obviously it's what you identify your team needs in the offseason, player acquisition wise, and then once April 15th starts, we're all on the same plane.
Hi, Clint. Heidi Fang, Las Vegas Review Journal. I've seen your work at Christian McCaffrey as well as Alvin Kamara, and I'm wondering what excites you about working with a player like Ashton Genty and helping to build his future.
Good question.
Where you at, Ashton? What's up, dude?
Ashton Genty, he talking to him. Genty right there.
Very excited about it.
Genty right there. He said, "What's up, Ashton? What's up? What's up? What you mean?"
Very excited about his talent.
He ain't gonna have to ask for the football.
And all his teammates is that it's not just about one guy. We got to get
Nephew's there.
We got to get our quarterback, get the right running backs. We got to get our receivers to block for him. All right, so that we can get the play action going. But
He's getting the
As
ball.
soon as our players can realize, you know, that it's
Chip Kelly didn't want to give him the ball.
we're going to be successful.
There he is right there, sitting there chilling, waiting to get the football. What you mean?
Broadcast for the team. When you look at Brock Bowers, what's the first thing that comes into mind as being an offensive coordinator from the Super Bowl champs and now wanting to use him the best way
Shit.
possible?
Yeah, where's Brock at?
Where's Brock at? He talking to these fools. What you talking about? He's calling him, Brock, where you at? Y'all stupid. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. You better buy in.
Receivers.
Brock's there too.
Tight ends. So
Shit.
with him and continue to build on.
What's up, Brock? What's up, my dog?
Really impressive.
I'm gonna get you the football.
You've been with your dad on the opposite side in the division now.
Y'all crazy shit.
The Raider Nation, now that they're all on your side, they're all excited.
Stop
to
it.
have you in the building.
I love it. I don't know. I'm not worried about who ain't there. Not worried. Whoever ain't there, bro. I ain't got time to worry about it. I know that my guys on offense is there. I know that.
And words will not do it. It's our action.
Where Gino at? I know Eugene ain't there though. I know that.
You said your journey has taken you exactly
Shit.
where you meant to be.
What you mean?
Because after being a grad assistant, you worked in the oil industry for a few weeks before you got that call that you never expected. So if you could go back and tell that kid that you were going to
Talking
be the head
about.
coach of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Who there? Who care who ain't there? I don't care who ain't there. I don't care about who's there. That's who's buying in.
About today, you know, there was a path that was set out in front of me that I didn't realize I was heading to. But
He's already to talk to Ashton Genty and Brock Bowers already. What you talking about? Ben did that.
You know, you're trying to be the best at your job, and you know, good things tend to happen. So that's kind of been
Shit.
my journey. Is just to,
I got a lot to say after this is over.
try to be the best at my job that day, and then you know, then you get a chance.
I got a lot to say.
Get promoted.
Quick.
With more tasks. You know, you get to draw the past pictures. All right, now you did an okay job of that. You get to break down the tape. All right, we'll let you talk to the fourth string quarterback today. All right, you did a good enough job there. All right, we'll let you lead a meeting, and you just keep you just keep trying to do the best where you're at, and let the rest take care of itself.
You've imagined this role for a few weeks now, but yesterday you stepped in the building for the first time, and as head coach, what can you see from the inside that you can't see from the outside? What did you feel?
Yeah, you know, I've been here before. I came here. We practiced against the Niners a few years ago. We saw the the structure here and what this all the resources that are in this building.
He was scouting our shit when he's with the Niners. He's like this.
There now it's about us, going and lifting all those and using that field.
It's nice. It's nice.
And using those meeting rooms because
He definitely was scouting.
Everybody's got players, everybody's got resources, and now it's about finding those edges and seeing how we can bring our team together, be connected to go produce a winner.
Klint again, Willie Ramirez with the Sporting Tribune. Obviously, Mike knew you had a couple of interviews leading up to the Super Bowl, but in these last 48 hours, has there been a conversation, some special moment, and if you wouldn't mind, the words or the sentiments that were shared in terms of his well wishes for you?
Whose well wishes? Who's that?
Mike?
Coach
yeah,
Mike?
Yeah.
Yes. Mike he's been really supportive of, I can't thank him enough for really everything that he just showed me of how to be a head coach. Mike made my life really hard, and I appreciate that. He challenged us every week as a coaching staff. I thought we had a good game, and on Monday, I hated having to look at him in the eye because I knew all the hard questions were coming. But I really appreciated that about him because he brought the best out of us. So Mike's been great the entire time, been a great mentor. And just your first question, can you repeat that one? Yeah, I don't remember the exact words, but before every game, Mike, gives me a bro hug and said, "Turn it loose." So that's probably what he said.
Coach Alex Eshelman with TTNB over here. Congratulations. I mean, kind of going off of Alex's question about the oil fields company, you mentioned that what brought you back into coaching when you were telling that story was you got a call from a player, and that was kind of the moment that solidified to you that you wanted to become a coach. Along with that, I love the story about you gifting your players Bibles. Just describe how rewarding it is to you to develop players, and where do you get that passion from?
Yeah, you know, the whole oil field story, I'm probably getting it overblown because I want my old boss to know, like, I still appreciate the job he let me have. I feel like they're getting raw into the deal here. But, you know, long story short is I was a GA for 3 seasons, and, you know, you're trying to make what's your next move going to be. You're going to go, you got to figure out what you're going to do with your life. And, you know, I was married with Tessa. We didn't have any kids yet. And I just kind of felt like I was letting the family down. I wouldn't make any money. And so I wanted to go try something new. Anyway, I was at that, you know, that job for a few weeks, and just quickly realized how much I missed being a part of the team, you know, and the reason that I love to coach is to see players get better and see them have success, you know, get to work with the best athletes in the world, and to be able to help them get better and help them, you know, realize their goals. You know, that's why you do it. You know, to sit on that field a couple days ago, you know, in Santa Clara, and being around guys that we've been coaching since April, and just to see the joy on their face, that's why you coach, you know. So relationships are really important in any business, but especially in football. You know, you kind of, when you're in the fire with somebody every day and there's so much adversity, those bonds get so much tighter. You know, and everyone up here knows what that's like. And you don't realize that until you're on a team that doesn't win as much. You know, when you're coaching guys and you're, you know, you win 5 games, but on the last game of the year, you know you're not going to the playoffs, but those guys are fighting their tail off for you, and you're trying to go knock out Tampa Bay out of the playoffs a couple years ago with the Saints. You know, we didn't get it done, but that's what it's all about. You know, is trying to help people get better.
Coach Chris Matthews with the CBS affiliate here in town. Just kind of wondering, as a new head coach, and the Raiders having the #1 pick in that draft coming here, and the speculation is it'll be Fernando Mendoza as a quarterback. Just your thoughts on the #1 pick, the new head coach, the opportunity, Mendoza. Just your thoughts on that whole thing.
Don't answer no Mendoza questions.
Yeah,
It ain't his job to answer that. Don't set him up.
an opportunity. Yeah, to get
He ain't gonna answer the Mendoza. I'm telling you now.
You know, we'll come to
That's Spytek's job, not his.
Now, there's a lot of work to be done before then, but it's
Watch, he's not gonna say nothing about Mendoza. Watch.
to make the roster better. You know, not only do you have the first overall pick, but you're picking early in all the other rounds too. So looking forward to, you know, attacking that process with John and our you know, scouting
With John,
process is working really
John's job. Didn't say nothing about Mendoza, did he? Media trained. That's 2 times he got asked, and 2 times he didn't answer that shit. Smart. It's not his job. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Boy, on point.
To me, it's what happens, you know, years in advance is something I'm not thinking about right now. We're trying to put together a great staff of teachers, and we got to get some really good teachers here and coaches, and get us all on the same page and get our players going in the same direction. That communication is really important. I think if we can put together a great staff here, and get our players up to date on these playbooks and the things we expect of them, and then let the results speak for themselves after that. But the NFL, you have to earn the second game. You know, like this league, if you don't take care of business, then you get chewed up and spit out real quick. And every one of us up here has been through that. So you know, I'm gonna have to earn the right to coach this whole season, to coach the next season. I got to show Mr. Davis that our program is about the right things, and we're developing these players. So I don't take for granted how long I'm going to be here. I know that I have to earn it every day.
Klint, Zeke, Stresevan, Sports Illustrated, right here down the middle, on SI. I was curious, did you come with a list in terms of building out your coaching staff, a list of offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators, other assistants?
Don't tell him shit.
How closely do you plan on working with Mr. Spytek?
Keep that shit quiet. Don't tell him nothing.
Yes, definitely have a list of candidates that we're going through right now, and we're going to be working.
Don't tell no names.
On the roster, everything. That's part of us being successful is us.
Boys on point. Don't give him nothing. I don't know what you talking about.
Hi, Coach. Case Kiefer, Las Vegas Sun. You thanked a lot of the search committee and talked.
We ain't talking about no Mendoza. We ain't talking about no candidates.
That you were kind of kindred football spirits with another person in that process, Tom Brady. I'm wondering, assuming that's true, what is it about the game that you guys see similarly, and how will you lean on him during the season?
Yeah, I'm really excited to work with Tom, and you know, he made the mistake to give me his cell phone number, so he might wish he never did that, because I'm gonna be calling him a lot. What I'm excited about is that we have different offensive backgrounds, how we're gonna, how we can pull ideas from each other. But obviously he's the greatest that's ever done it, and in the interview process, just the passion that he spoke with on all things football just got me excited about the opportunity to work with him. So, I know, plenty's been said and speculated about, how that relationship's going to go, and that's one of the main draws to come here, is to get to work with him, to get to work with Spy. These are great football minds and if we collaborate the way we're supposed to, then we're going to pull the best out of each other.
And you mentioned you've already gotten to talk to some players. I was wondering if you've spoken to Max Crosby.
Here we go. Don't answer.
Anchoring your defense here.
Unless you have.
I did. I got to drink a cup of coffee with Max this morning.
He talked to Max.
Love talking ball with him. And
Justin, he talked to Max. You could relax now, bro. He had a cup of coffee with Max. Are we good? Are we good now, you guys? He just said he had a cup of coffee with Max Crosby this morning. Are we good now, or y'all gonna still run around believing this bullshit? Come on. He answered it. I just had coffee with him. Stop. You guys believe everything everyone says.
No doubt about that. And, he's one of the best players in the NFL. So that's a no-brainer.
Oh, you guys kill me, man.
Max, and see him continue to have success with this organization.
Don't answer unless you did it. Yeah, I had coffee with him this morning. What you talking about? An espresso. What you mean?
You'll continue with the play calling and how you manage to balance play calling duties with everything that comes with being a head coach.
Yeah, I do, but I hope you guys know I've never called a game by myself. That's something we do as a coaching staff together. We plan together, we communicate on game day together. Quarterback coach.
Leave Max Crosby alone, all you stupid fools. I've been telling you, leave that man alone.
So I plan on continuing to collaborate with our coaches and making everybody a part of the game planning process.
Lay on your hands, bruh.
He says wristband 13.
Damn.
Anybody can do that, but it's it's us, how we communicate on game day will be really important. What was the second?
You still ain't gonna believe it, Justin. So you're gonna hear something tomorrow. You're gonna ask me about it. You don't believe it.
Yeah. Well,
You still don't believe it.
I gotta go. There's gonna be some learning there, but I'm really confident.
Oh, I didn't hear it directly from Max. I heard him say it, but we didn't hear Max say it. We didn't hear Max say it. We only heard Kubiak said it. Come on, man. You guys buying it. Every little bit of bullshit news that's anti-Raider, you buy into all of it. I never buy into it. Have you noticed? I don't be buying into none of it because I know it's lies. Well, Max didn't say it. How come Max, they didn't show him? How come he's not on the podium? How come he's not sitting up there? All that dumb shit. Man, I don't want to hear all that dumb shit, man. You gonna believe it tomorrow when you hear that somebody else gonna come up with something else. You're gonna believe that shit too.
Well,
constantly.
I would say that's an area that I gotta get.
Just how you are, bro.
I gotta get a lot better at. So, my family is.
That's right. Wait for us, Tito. Stop it. I said, don't answer the question unless you talk to him. And he said, yeah, there's that coffee man, man. We had coffee and donuts. What you talking about?
I'm really thankful for my wife for getting everybody.
Oh, well, I didn't hear Max say it. How come Max didn't say he had coffee with him? Give me a break.
That's the hard part of this job, is that work-life balance that I'm still working on.
Stop believing Mike Florio, bruh.
All right, thank you, everyone. That concludes our press conference.
All right, that's it, man. I ain't got to hear no more. I don't got to hear nothing else. Take the pictures, do all of that, man. All right, Matthew Shack Unfiltered, man. I'm going to put it on mute. You just heard everything from Kubiak. There ain't nothing to talk about, bro. There ain't nothing to talk about. You want to know what Matthew Shack Unfiltered got to say? The 3-time Super Bowl champion, the 52-year member of Raider Nation, from Oakland, from that stadium in Oakland. Seen every coach from John Madden to this guy. Every quarterback from Ken Stabler to Mendoza, who's going to be our quarterback, let me tell you what I saw. No cap, no run it up, no smoke being blown. Here's what I liked about it. Number one, humility, bro. Klint Kubiak was very humble. He was very humble, bro. Super humble. He knows what it means. Okay? He walked in and he left his ego at the door. That's number one. Number one, he's humble. Okay? That's the first thing. All right? A lot of people are going to look at that as weak. You're not understanding what I mean by humble. What it means is he's not going to try to force his shit on this organization. He's coming in to help. His whole thing is help, experience, hard work, earning it every day. He ain't walking in like Josh McDaniels, man, with his nuts in his hand. I'm a 6-time Super Bowl champion. I'm about to flip and make this into the Patriot West. I'm this, I'm that, all that shit. Pete Carroll, yeah, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Coming in with that kind of attitude. He understands the value of this position and the opportunity that he has. He's not going to take it for granted like a lot of other coaches that came in. Okay? Took that shit for granted. All right? It's number one. Number two, he had a whole cue cards and everything he was going to be reading from. He's like, man, I can't even do this. I can't be fake. I got to be authentic. Meaning that, not that what he had on his paper or on the cue cards wasn't real. It just, the feeling and he took it in real time. So in other words, yeah, this is what I wanted to say, but now that I'm here, I can't say this now. I got to say what I'm feeling in the moment. You got 6 all-time greats, minus Rich Gannon. I don't give a damn about Rich Gannon. But 5 of them I respect up there, including this guy. I can't get up here and read from a script. He said it all off the top of his head. You could see he was very calculated in what he said. You could see he could see the emotion, had his family there. He's looking at his family. That's what I need. Somebody who understands that this organization needs feelings. It needs that, bro. You have not had that. You have not had a coach come in, put his attitude and all his shit at the door. He could have walked in with his nuts dragging. He just won a Super Bowl 48 hours ago. He just won a Super Bowl 48 hours ago. He's about to fly back to go get his because that's his. That's something he got. I don't got no problem with that. I have no problem with him going back and getting his parade that he earned. So he can walk into that building on Thursday and let the young dudes know, like Genty, who he was right there, Bowers and all the rest of them, to know, hey, I'm coming in here to win a chip. He's not here to do nothing else. He's not here to make it into the Seahawks. He's not here to make it into the Las Vegas Chargers. He's not here to make it into the Las Vegas Patriots. He's here to bring Super Bowl mojo to this team, bro, and he has it. You have not had a incumbent Super Bowl winning coach. You've had coaches that's won Super Bowls previously, years before. Gruden came in with a Super Bowl that he had won 15 years before he came back. Pete Carroll, 12, 13 years before. This dude just won a Super Bowl 48 hours. He won a Super Bowl this week. Klint Kubiak won a Super Bowl on Sunday. Sunday is the beginning of the week. It's Tuesday. He won a Super Bowl this week. Raider Nation. Okay? His ass is walking in there with the humility. He's walking in there with the pedigree. He's walking in there to help. He's walking in there with a fresh, with a fresh outlook on everything. Now, the rest of this has to do with Spytek and Brady and what they're going to do. What are they going to do in regards to bringing him what he needs to bring? He's not in charge of personnel. He only can coach what's there. Okay? Whatever's there, he can coach. It's up to Spytek and Brady to bring him the pieces that he needs. All right? I really like what I heard, but I always like what I hear. But this time, I'm seeing the proper attitude. I'm seeing the proper understanding that I'm here as a utensil, bro. It's not about me. It ain't me. This is me. This is what I bring to the table on some Josh McDaniels. This is me on some Pete Carroll. This is me on some Antonio Pierce. I got to prove myself. I'm here to prove myself. I'm here to prove my, all that aggressive. He's just like, hey, I'm bringing what I'm bringing to the table. I'm putting together my stuff, but we're going to work our asses off. He's ready to get to work. He's going to work. He's a gym rat when it comes to this shit. He's going to be there. He's the kind of guy I could tell if Genty want to call him in the middle of the night, he going to pick up the phone. Yo, coach, hey, man, I hope you ain't sleep. Nah, man, I'm looking at tape. What you want, Ashton? And when he was talking to him, he was talking to him like he's supposed to. Hey, Ashton, what's up, dog? What's popping? In front of everybody. Yeah, what's good? What's up? You know what I'm saying? Where's Brock at? He's already talked to these dudes. He's already had conversations. Any of you naysayers, we don't care. We're tired of you guys. We're sick of you guys always coming up with a bullshit excuse to be mediocre. You want to stay mediocre, homie. You want to continue to keep us sorry. No matter what you say. Oh, well, Mac's not. Where's Max at? You guys are sorry as shit, bro. We're not listening to none of you guys. Okay? We're not listening to anything you say. You want to stay a bum, bro. You want to stay a bum, and we're going to let you. Okay? I'm not worried about none of you guys. All you guys do is cry, bitch, complain. Y'all talking about Mendoza, he ain't here yet. You talking about Max. He said everything he needed to fucking say, bro. I'm tired of you punks, bro. Sick of you stripper nations, sick of you team takers and you team twerkers. Sick of you guys, bro. We can't get rid of you, unfortunately. We can't get rid of you, but what we can do is ignore the shit out of you, okay? And if you come over here, I'm gonna block the shit out of you, bro. I'm sick of you guys. You have no championships. You have nothing, bro. You don't have anything. All you got is a raggedy jersey, a damn sweat-filled hat, and that's it. And a bunch of complaints. We don't give a shit anymore. Okay? We don't listen to you anyway. Okay? Without you posting something, writing something, saying something ridiculous, we don't even know you exist. You don't go to the games and you don't move the needle. We're good. We're sick of you punks. Okay? And what are we going to do? We're going to let you be punks. P-O-N-K, punks. We're going to keep your ass outside. All right? You can stay out there and rub that oil all over you all you want. This is about some new shit. Whoever ain't down, bro. We're not dragging nobody along. We're not here to convince nobody to roll. We're not here to try to appease y'all. We're not here to try to massage your ego. We don't give a shit about you. I'm talking from my perspective. That's all I care about. I need this. My last Super Bowl MVP, my favorite player was on that podium. That's Marcus Allen, the last Super Bowl MVP, my third one, Super Bowl 18. He on there. I don't need to hear nothing from you guys at all. Okay? And the other guy that was up there won me too. All my rings are up there. Jim Plunkett, boom. Okay? They're up there. I don't need to hear nothing y'all got to say. I got mine. You seen those 3 trophies that was sitting in front? All of those is mine, bro. Every one of them. So when it comes to this, if you don't got no trophies, you ain't got a ring or 2 or 3, We don't give a shit about what you're talking about. We do not care, bro. You're not an expert. You're not anybody that we need to listen to, bro. You're an intern in the nation, bro. You're an intern. You don't have no doctorate. You don't have no practice. Okay? You're just an intern. Sit down, bro. Get you a cup of hot chocolate. Shut up. Sit. I'm good with it. But as far as that's concerned, everything was said right. He didn't answer no Mendoza questions because he wasn't supposed to. If everybody just does what they're supposed to do and stay out of everybody else's business, we would have a decent team just because we're not in other people's business. Spike Tech's job is to be the general manager. Brady's job is to help Spike Tech be a co-owner and help Spike Tech get the pieces that they need and draft who they need to draft. Okay? Genty's job is to get the football and run the shit out of it. Brock Bowers' job is to catch the football and run the shit out of it. Okay? That's their job. He's already talking to them in front of you because he knows that you guys are running your lips. And as far as Max is concerned, he just said he had coffee with him this morning. What more does he need to do? What more does need to be said? You're going to beat Mike Florio. You're going to listen to all these other people. We can't help y'all just dumb. Y'all just stupid, bruh. You stupid. Well, Max, they didn't show Max, and Max didn't get up there and speak, and y'all just sorry, bruh. You don't have to do all of that. Max's job is go in the gym, rehab his injury, and get ready. He already talked to you a couple of days ago. He already talked to you. He's there. He didn't want to be on there. He didn't want nobody to see him. But if you think that Klint Kubiak didn't have Max's approval to say he was there, he did. What more can we do for you fools? Y'all just stupid. Sick of you guys, bruh, but we can't do nothing about it. You guys are just the pookies of the nation. Y'all just some pookies. That's my boy Marcus Allen. Ain't nothing else to talk about. I'm good with it. Now we got to show up. Now I'm about to listen to my favorite Raider of all time who's in the building talking to my running back. There ain't nothing more to talk about. The legends are there. Let's listen to what my boy Marcus Allen talking about. My favorite Raider.
Next to your San Diego brother.
Yes.
Oh, that is a 619. Now, Marcus did have a bone to pick with you. I know when you were.
Here we go. Go ahead, Marcus. I got to listen to this. I'm done yelling at y'all for right now, but I'll be back with more yelling.
Could you imagine having Marcus Allen and Eric Allen on?
Hey, babe, don't we got to go to appointment? Okay.
And Marcus, I got to ask you about what we just saw in the Super Bowl with Kenneth Walker III, running back, was the MVP. We have Ashton.
Here's what I want to know. Good question.
But he didn't get there by himself. He had Charbonnet the whole season.
Good question.
If you're John Spytek, do you bring in a number 2 punch to go along
Good question.
with and follow that same blueprint that we saw Klint Kubiak?
Good question.
You said if I'm John Spicer?
Yes.
Good question.
You got to bring in another.
Ask me if I'm
If you're
Ashton I'd say no.
Good question.
Well, maybe Kenneth Walker had those kind of wheels in the Super Bowl because he didn't have to carry it all.
Well, I don't know. You know, the ball's not very heavy.
It's not heavy. But
Good
the
question.
linebackers and safeties are they hit you.
Maybe a couple of years from now, perhaps, but I think only in the second year. I think we'd like to be the featured back. You know, we want to touch the ball. We want to get into the groove of the game and stuff. And I think you do that by getting as many touches as possible, not sharing them right away. So it works for some. I don't think any really great running back likes the platoon. It works, obviously. You know, I think if you do it enough and you have the right personalities in there and stuff. But if you were to ask any great running back, they don't want to share the ball with anybody.
Yeah. Talk a little bit, Marcus, about personnel-wise. When your football team...
He said Ashton Genty's the featured back. We don't need no backup running back for him to get no touches. Give him the ball.
When you were with these great Raider teams.
Well, we knew we were going to win the game.
We knew we were going to win the game.
And no matter how much, if we didn't play well and we got down, we knew that we were going to come back and win. It didn't always happen that way, but that was our attitude. What we had was, Eric, was a bunch of veterans, right? And we policed each other.
Right now, the only running backs we got is Ashton Genty and Dylan Lobby.
And game day. We were on each other.
Which means we only have one running back because Dylan Lobby ain't it.
Tom Flores was amazing because he treated us like men.
Yeah. What's up, Patrice?
And he knew exactly what, buttons to push. He was I don't think I've ever, in 11 years, ever heard Tom, get out of character or say anything, but he was always cool, but he knew exactly what to say to us.
Yeah, Dylan Lobby ain't it, bruh. We need some other people. He can, even on kickoff returns, he fumbles the ball. He fumbles too much.
Common cause.
He got to go, man.
And so
fumbles too much for me.
Leadership, we had so many leaders on the field. When you think about Lester Hayes, when you think about Mike Haynes, when you think about Rod Martin.
Salute to Rod Martin.
Ted Hendricks and Howie and Matt Millen. Those are all alpha leaders, you know what I mean?
Right. What's up, P?
We had and stuff, and then on offense we had.
What you think about our coach, Patrice?
We had Todd Christensen and Cliff Branch, and I thought I was a pretty decent leader too back there. So we had people, and that's what really
most rushing yards, 8,500.
Right.
Ashton Genty gonna break that.
Right. And yes, they draw up things, and we're supposed to execute them, and hopefully.
That's the last Super Bowl MVP. That's who won me my last chip. That man right there.
Deep down inside, and he talked about it. You got to find a grit. You got to be a gritty team, and you can't accept no. You can't accept defeat. Matter of fact, failure is not an option. That's what the mindset should be.
That's right.
And you really got to love what you do. We love playing. We love competing. And we had a reputation that we were going to come in and kick some butt. Mm-hmm. And that's when we came in.
That's why I walk around like I do, because this guy right here represented me and everything that I was about.
Some continuity.
Now I was in high school walking around with this guy as my running back. You couldn't tell me nothing, bro. Nothing. I didn't listen to nothing. I still don't listen to nothing because of him.
Philosophies and stuff like that. And hopefully, I think the measure of success.
Once he's done talking, I'm gonna be muting it again.
Sitting here, with the same coach for 10 years. Yeah. That would be success.
Most rushing touchdowns, 79. Still.
Well, you mentioned you guys expected to win. I was expecting to win too because there was a lot of gold jackets you mentioned on that.
Yeah.
So you're right. To the building. Where we playing.
A couple more.
So with that being said, let's say you are Klint Kubiak and you are the head coach. Where do you start with this roster? From watching
offensive line.
From knowing that there's a lot of holes in the
line's trash.
To get back to that
line.
Getting off the bus and
get that damn line together.
Like you said, it's the players' league, and the players is going to have to win them games.
What's up, Charles Vessel in the building?
Where do you start?
Well, if you look back at the Raiders teams that were successful, there's a common denominator.
Line.
You have all these skilled players, but the lines.
What I say? I'm a Raider, Brian. Offensive line is number one. He just told you. Just like I said, offensive line is number one. That's the most important thing in a Raider success is the line. He just told you, like I've been telling you fools. Without a line, you don't get nothing done with it being a Raider. He just said it.
But nothing happens.
I always know what I'm talking about.
Unless you have the guys up front.
Guys up front, number one. Number one is the line. I just said, I've been told you fools that shit. You know I did. Put a 1 in the chat if I've always told you you don't win shit without the line. I told you guys that.
Right, and then we had the back up front seven too.
Back up front seven on defense too. That D line and that O line is how you win championships as a Raider. You need to have that line popped off.
Dave Nelson, we had linebackers, and then the secondary. I mean, obviously we know it speaks for itself.
Hell wrong with you guys. I always get it right. I said it before he said it because I knew what he was gonna say. Line. Nothing more. He could have said anything. He said, I said, I know what he's gonna say. He's gonna say that line is exactly what he said. The trenches, number one. That's why you're trash, because your line is boo-boo. That's why.
I'm very proud of you. that you just did not show your frustration. I was going crazy.
Like I told you guys. Been told you, man, that line is the reason why you're where you are.
I feel that often, but he showed his, composure, he showed his resilience, and then look at his numbers based.
Been told you guys that, man. I didn't even hesitate. I said line. He gonna say offensive line. Exactly what he said. Guys up front.
Marcus Allen texts Ashton Genty, like, do you wait till after the game? Do you wait till...
Yeah. When do you talk to nephew? When do you talk to nephew? Good questions.
Good, buddy.
Okay, just one example. I think he, I remember early on.
Charles Woodson walking up.
Right. And he hit somebody right down the middle.
Charles Woodson walking up. Charles Woodson walking up. Charles Woodson walking up. Charles Woodson. It just keeps going and going. Now get your ass up out there seat. You need Hall of Famers. You ain't no Hall of Famer. Get your ass up. 3 Hall of Famers right there. That's what's up. What do you mean? Get your ass up, James Jones. You ain't no Hall of Famer, nigga. Get up. Move. You need a gold jacket.
Going back to that question real quick. I told him.
Hell wrong with you. Get your ass up.
I said, pick a shoulder. Don't ever go down the middle of a defender.
Yeah, get up, James Jones. Let that girl sit down. Go over there and go get you a cup of coffee. Go get you a cup. Yeah, get your ass, sit on the knee. Yeah, you got you in the back. Hell wrong with you, fool.
He wanted to make a point. I said, pick a shoulder. I said, never go down right the middle of a defender. That's all I told him.
That's what you told him.
We're talking personnel. We're talking personnel, guys.
He says you're right, Chief.
How you feel when you come on the
Yeah, move around, brother Tito. Move around. Your ass around, bro. We need Hall of Famers get chairs. You don't got no jacket. Sit on the damn end zone. Sit your ass on the damn fake grass. Hell wrong with you guys.
I would say even if the team wasn't expected to be very good, I still expected to win ball games because I always felt like just from what I could do on
MatthewShackUnfiltered.com. Go pick this up.
something to the team that's going to help win. So it didn't matter who was on the team. But I remember like when I first got here, there's a process. My first couple of years were 8-8.
Yeah.
But you start bringing in some guys.
Oh, this is beautiful. I'm enjoying this.
And a few other guys.
I'm enjoying this.
Jerry came in. Charlie Garner came in. So you start getting these pieces added to the team.
Say that don't look like Charles Woodson. Look right there. Look at Charles Woodson's face and look at this. Look just like him.
That hard work.
Go pick this up, MatthewShackUnfiltered.com. Stop playing with me. And this is approved by Whitson Whiskies. He's seen this. Woody's seen this shirt.
When you bring those types of players in here, you start to build that.
Straight up.
That's when it really.
Stop playing with us.
When you look around, especially building a secondary with Eric Allen, I mean, would you start with the $90 million that the Raiders have in free agency and go get a talent that's proven, or would you really focus on building it through the draft?
Nah, we're gonna have to pick some pieces out there. We're gonna have to get some offensive linemen.
The secondary?
Secondary.
Oh man, yeah, it's got to be somebody that's worth it. Like I'm just throwing money out there.
Yeah, we can't pay these bums.
My thing is, first of all, we got to make sure the quarterback position is right and the offensive line is right.
Offensive line again. I keep trying to tell you, dummies. Charles Woodson said the same shit.
Offensive line.
Offensive line, offensive line, offensive line, offensive line. Drill it in your freaky head.
But not a long time.
Drill it into your freaky head. Offensive line is the most important thing that needs to be addressed on this team. That line. And that's a defensive player. A former depoy is telling you it's more important for the offensive line than anything else on this team. Number one. Number one is that line. Woodson told you, and Marcus Allen told you that line is the number one thing that needs to be addressed.
I love Max, man, and he's a Raider, man.
Max, and he's a Raider. How much more do you need to hear?
Hey, Charles, I'm sorry, Charles, that's a really good question, though. Let's take a look at how many great
Tired of y'all, man.
there are in the league. And then we see if they have a great defensive end or a great pass rush.
Talk about Max Crosby right now. What did he say? He says he's a Raider. You don't think he talked to him?
defensive line from this past year. If you look at Philadelphia's defensive line last year,
Stop it.
How many DBs are you talking about? Now, 2 days ago, Witherspoon, because he was so disruptive, blitzing, right? You know his name, but everybody else you don't really know about him.
Yeah.
But Marcus Lawrence, Leonard Williams, like
SC guys.
They're the guys that truly impact the game. Now the secondary guys.
Do you guys still believe Max ain't want to be down when Woodson just said he's a Raider? You don't think he talked to Max? Y'all dumb. You guys are stupid to keep falling for the same tricks over and over again. Y'all idiots. He just said Max is a Raider. Shut up.
Love you, man.
All right, man. That's it. That's all, man. Matthew Shack Unfiltered. I'm been ready to talk some more shit. Man, come on, bruh. We're not here to save you guys that don't believe nothing, man. You got a lot of for you guys that have problems believing shit. Just imagine your real life. Just imagine how things are in your real life that you can't that you don't believe. You really don't believe that you have an alcohol problem. You really don't believe that your kids don't like you. You really don't believe that you're one tardy away from being fired. You really don't believe that 3-day notice is on your door. You really don't believe that you're 6 months from paying your car note. You don't believe a lot. But this Max Crosby shit should be easy to believe. You got too many credible people who you cannot say don't have it, telling you the same shit. Too many people. Too many. If you're gonna believe Mike Florio, you're gonna believe all these people, all these rumors, and all these Jay Glazers. You're gonna believe all of these dudes, bro. You definitely have a problem. You got a problem, bro. You're the type of person that don't know where their girl is. Okay, you have no idea. She really said she was at her mama's house, but she ain't at her mama's house. Okay, understand that. All right, y'all really got too many issues, bro. Okay, Howie Long coming up next. But I got other things to do. I can watch this later. So to get back to my point, okay, unless Howie's there when I want to be here, okay? Because me and my wife, we got to go somewhere. Hey, babe, let me know when you're ready to go, okay? All right, my wife will let me know when it's time to go. So I guess I'll stay until she's ready to go. All right, which is go to lunch. But anyway, there's nothing else to talk about, bro. When it comes to Klint Kubiak, man, the difference is the fact that he came in with the proper mental attitude, unlike the rest of them. He still has to produce. That doesn't help him get wins on that grass. He's got to get wins on that grass. He's got to get people to buy in. He's got to get the culture to be his culture. When I say culture, I don't mean Raider culture, okay? I mean the team playing culture, how they play. He's already saying the Raiders do not need me to come in to make a culture change. That's the problem that you've had with your last few coaches. That's not named Antonio Pierce and John Gruden, and Rich Bisaccia. Those are the only three that didn't come trying to change your culture. Okay, that makes sense for the other three because they're Raiders. Okay, John Gruden, Raider. Rich Bisaccia, Raider. Antonio Pierce, whether you like him or not, Raider, okay, because he was Raider Nation, all right? So he didn't come in to change the culture. Josh McDaniels came in to change your shit into the Patriot 2.0. Pete Carroll came in to change your shit to the Seahawks way. He's not doing that. He's coming in saying, I got a healthy dose of respect for the Raiders due to the fact that my father played against the Raiders. Those of you guys who do not remember Gary Kubiak was the backup to John Elway on those Super Bowl championships that they won in the 90s. And he was the coach when Peyton Manning won the Super Bowl for the Broncos. And he was a assistant coach for the 49ers. He has a healthy dose of respect for what it meant in his house growing up, that he saw his father really going hard to try to beat the Raiders every time, okay? Because we were not sorry back then. That was when they were back there, that was the John Gruden era, Charlie Garner, all of that shit, okay? So I like what I hear. Howie Long's coming in. I got to listen to what Howie got to say, and if he says something about Max, y'all really going to be crazy. But don't forget that Charles Woodson was a teammate of Max Crosby. Did you guys forget that Charles Woodson and Max Crosby were teammates in Oakland? I think you forgot that. So he said he's a Raider. So be quiet. Stop talking. Here we go, Howie.
I'll tell you one thing.
Is that the thickest wide receiver you've ever seen?
Not yet. It's built like a linebacker safety.
Where you waiting, man?
I'll be right back.
Who's that good? I'll take a guess. I'll give you an answer. What you think?
20.
250. 250.
He likes
linebacker.
I'm 260.
She said he likes cupcakes.
How old are you?
22.
You better get it down.
We cannot look like Howie Long. I mean, years after retirement.
What?
Coming quick.
Get this is MatthewShackUnfiltered.com.
Marcus
See that?
Charles Woodson up here, and we were asking their opinions on where you start to build this roster. And I
Who
was
this?
asking about investing in a corner. You know, I thought
Put on my Howie right quick.
focus completely on the defensive line and based on
Put on my Howie right quick. Go pick this up at MatthewShackUnfiltered.com.
if you
The Howie Long.
roster going forward,
Right there, young Howie. Come on.
$90 million.
Stop it with me.
He is the #1 overall pick, and not only that.
That one right there is this one right here.
You're top of the second. Top of the
Come on, bruh. Better get you guys some gear so you can wear some shit. Change my shirt real quick.
What was the single biggest acquisition they made?
Get him, Howie. Howie Long right here on my shirt. Stop hating. Look at that.
Coming up there from Philly.
Yeah.
Philly.
Yes.
Same thing.
Exactly.
Your defensive.
Look just like him. Look. Young Howie. Look.
Defensive line was great. I think when we.
Look at Howie. Look at this. Woo, you better go pick this up. That's right. That's right. Your husband. It's your husband, Christy. Christy, come on. Come on, Christy. Hold on. What's up? Hold on real quick.
And if you don't have to dedicate more than 4 to get there, you're really, it's kind of where Seattle is.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
and the second level, the thing that I looked at is the second level players for Seattle, they look like pass rushers when they came.
Yeah.
It's one thing to be a blitzer as a corner or safety, but to know what you're doing, you know, they've got, I'm jabbing, whoa!
I did this so y'all can see the back.
It's interesting because those are those versatile second level players.
A hybrid guy.
Look at that. Look.
Yes, it's like,
Look.
Exactly. You can bring them in.
Does that look like him?
They can play the slot.
I think that look like Howie Long on the back.
Awesome to see a defense have
Huh? What you talking about? Ain't nobody doing it like that. Look at Howie right there. Look at him. Got the glasses on, everything. Look just like look at it.
Right.
Come on. Christy, you know this is your boyfriend right here. That's your boyfriend, right? Look at his face. Look at this like a donut. Dead on. That's Howie now.
his first
This is Howie when he was playing. Stop it. Stop it. Go get this at MatthewShackUnfiltered.com. Ain't nobody doing it like us over here, bro. Let me put this shit back on. But I just needed for y'all to see the back so you can really see who's on the TV right now.
Undisciplined, he's out of shape, he's this.
Huh?
He's that.
Look dead on him. Chrissy said, that's my man. It looks dead on him because he's right in your face. He's right there and he's right here. That's him.
Ron knew what Brett was.
And that's him too.
Stole him from Atlanta.
Y'all, man, let's stop playing with us over here. Like I said, no content channel over here is fooling with us.
And in 2 years,
They're not even playing with us, bro.
You think about
We're going to put this back on.
team in 1 year. And what's it going to take?
What time
I
is it?
mean, you know, listen, you need a lot of players.
Yeah.
Players
it's only
make,
12.
you know,
All right,
championships and coaching staff.
Put it on my Howdy right quick. I just needed to show y'all that right quick.
That he talked about work and accountability and
Talking
you know,
about
him being
fools.
uncomfortable walking in the building
All
on
right.
Monday, worried about what he did or didn't do as an offensive coordinator. You know, and
All right, man. Put my Howie back on, man. Y'all come on, man. Stop playing with me, dog. Stop it.
I didn't sleep well on a Sunday night. If I got hooked once or gave Brown once,
Ball, dog. I got Howie as an announcer and I got Howie as a player, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man. World champions right there. Yeah, oh, that's right. Chrissy said all her mama looked just like Howie Long. And Chrissy, when we were making this, I was like, man, Chrissy has to approve this one. because that's her boy, and I needed to make sure he looked just, identical. And we had to do it twice because he had to look like the young Howie on here and the older Howie on the back, and we nailed it. But we nailed everybody. Everybody that we put, anybody that we put on it looks exactly like, because that's super important. Priority number one. Does it look like him? Yeah.
The ripple effect.
Okay, straight up. Go pick that up.
Where are you playing? The right guard?
So yeah, you guys, man.
Center, the right guard. There didn't seem to be a consensus.
He's talking about the offensive line. See the O-line prospects? I wonder why that's on there.
This is who we are.
For you casual Raider fans that really think that the only reason why you didn't win was because of everything else. You didn't win because your O-line was trash. You've had 3 consecutive Hall of Famers in a row. Marcus Allen, gold jacket. Charles Woodson, gold jacket. And Howie Long, gold jacket. Tell you that your offensive line is the number 1 most important factor for you to have success. You're not going to win anything if your O-line is how it was. When you got a Dylan Parham with pre-snap penalties, is that right here, allowed 64 sacks. Most in the NFL. That's why you're in the Mendoza sweepstakes, bro. You had 64 sacks. Your offensive line gave up the most sacks in the league. That's why you don't win. Okay? And I've been told you guys that. When you keep talking, oh man, our line is good, Shaq. We got JPJ and we got we got DJ Glaze. I'm like, no. Number 1, JPJ is hurt. He's injury prone. And number 2, DJ Glaze just ain't that good. Dylan Parham is a damn walking pre-snap penalty, and Colton Miller's always hurt. Then you have everybody playing out of position. You got this guy playing guard when he should be playing center. You got the center dude that's playing tackle when the other dude should be. You got everybody all out of position because Pete Carroll was effing it all up, bro. But you know who's going to fix all of that? Kubiak. You know why he's going to fix all of that? Because before Kubiak came, the Seattle Seahawks offensive line was boo-boo. Their offensive line was trash. And he fixed it. Okay? So just get ready. All right? Yeah, Christy got hers immediately. Christy, you was the first person. Well, you weren't the first person. I was the first person. But you were the second person. Because I bought mine before I released it. So I had mine already ordered. But as far as people, yeah, you were the first one. Chrissy bought that shit immediately. So go pick this Howie Long up, dog. I mean, go pick up the Charles Woodson. Go pick up the Ashton Genty. Go pick up the Brock Bowers. Go pick up the Max Crosbys. I mean, we got everything over there, bro. We got everything. And this year, we even have more stuff that's coming out. If you don't think that we got more stuff coming out, you're mistaken. You better understand that there's a pick, a draft pick, that is going to be getting picked very soon. And if you don't think that we got something already, you don't know me very well, do you? You don't know me very well. You don't know me like you think you do if you think I'm not ready for what's getting ready to happen. I'm just trying to tell you guys in advance. I'm just letting you know. Do not be surprised. It can happen at any time. Anytime I could just say, let me go ahead and do that. I'm just letting you know. Just waiting right now. Right? So I'm just letting you know, man, you better catch up. This year's going to be barbecue chicken. We ain't keeping everything up. We're going to be straight up, declassifying some things that you ain't going to be able to pick up no more. Okay? So you better go ahead and do what you got to do. All right?
We force you to put big packages on the field, which not a lot of teams have anymore because they're so 11.
It means a lot to have all these guys there. And I think, I don't really need to hear too much more because Howie's already proven my point. Your offensive line is the number 1 factor to being a Super Bowl winning team. You want a Super Bowl championship Raider fan, your line has to be up to par. If your line's not up to par, then you're not going to win anything. All right? And you gave up the most sacks in the NFL last year. That's not even acceptable. It's not acceptable, bro, for you to have a line that bad. That should be somebody else. Okay. When you've drafted in the first round the year before and you have Colton Miller, you shouldn't be last in the league. But you're last in the league because of the O-line not being addressed. Nobody addressed it. It wasn't addressed by Spike Tech because he came in last year. This is his second year. It wasn't addressed by him. It wasn't addressed by Ask Tom Telesco. It wasn't addressed by Dave Ziegler. It wasn't addressed, bro. The last time that it was addressed was when you had Mike Mayock. Mike Mayock and Grudock. Those are the last guys that addressed it. But Gruden destroyed the line by trading Rodney Hudson, trading Simpson to use that money to get his pieces for the offense. So you haven't had a decent offensive line in like 5 years. And you've had all these draft picks and you haven't done anything. You got to fix the line. You fix the line, you give Mendoza some time, you give Kubiak a chance. That's why Sam Darnold won a Super Bowl. Sam Darnold isn't the most dynamic quarterback. He's not the fastest. He doesn't have the strongest arm. The fastest is Lamar Jackson. Was he there? No. The person with the strongest arm is Josh Allen. Was he there? No. The person who makes the most incredible throws and makes sure it hits can throw every pass, Patrick Mahomes. Was he there? No. Why did they win? Because of that offensive line. They were able to run the shit out of the football. Walker the third had 133 yards rushing. First half, he was averaging 9 yards a carry. He's the same Michael Myers stance standing up. Same shit. He won the MVP. Run the football, run sets up the pass. So that's what we're getting ready to do, man. But I guarantee you, Kubiak is already, he's getting ready to take those pictures, make sure his family's settled. Or Rich Gannon, I definitely ain't watching Rich Gannon. That's out. You need to explain to me why you threw 5 interceptions and 3 pick sixes in the Super Bowl. That's what I need to know. Well, what happened? Okay. So, all right, man. Love all y'all, man. I don't need to hear no more. Now Rich Gannon's coming on there, man. I'm not a Rich Gannon guy. But that pretty much, I'm going to cut this off. But that pretty much solidifies my position for those of you guys that may be coming in late and heard me yell and scream, but that's just what I do. I like what Kubiak had to offer. I like what he had to say. I like the fact that he seemed to be very humble, a very humble guy. He understands his position in the nation. He's not making it about him. He ain't there to change the culture. And he already has spoken to everybody. He walked in the door talking to people. What I did notice when you've seen other coaches outside of Pete Carroll, I remember when Pete was yucking it up with Max and them last year, is that he already had a relationship with him already. He already had spoken to him. Okay, said had coffee with Max. Like, he made it a point to walk into the building and talk to and address the people he needed to address. He already talked to Brock Bowers already. He was just like, oh, well, we're going to get with Brock, and I'm going to talk to Brock, and I'm going to talk to blah, 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 and I'm going to get with the offense, and we're going to get together, and we're going to talk. They haven't even done that shit. As soon as he walked in the door, man, he already talked to him already. They were already sitting there, and he's letting us know as fans that he already talked to Genty. He's letting us know as fans he's already talked to Brock. He's letting us know as fans that he had coffee with Max Crosby. All right, what else is there to talk about, man? Let these people, let the peanut galleries talk. You guys got to stop buying into it, man. It's just like they're laughing at you guys for falling for every rumor. There's nothing more you could say, bro. There's nothing more to talk about. Charles Woodson came out and said he's a Raider. He's not going nowhere, bro. All right? Are you good now, bro? Are you still constipated right now, bro? Do you need to go take you some Tums or some shit? Because you guys keep acting like you ain't heard it from everybody you need to hear it from. All right? You keep buying into it, don't even mention it to me. All right, man. Love all y'all, man. I'm about to go get some lunch. Go do what I do. I'll be on a little later. But what a good press conference, man. I still need to see it on the grass. As far as I'm concerned right now, I'm cool with everything as of today. But when that ball is kicked off, week 1 in September, first week of September, it ain't what it is. I'm gonna say it. Ain't nobody above a critique in this fan base. All right, man. Matt Sheffield.